Hello fellow students, my name is Jason Kreitzer and I will be this week's discussion lane on discussing the first two chapters in the book Contagious. Now the first chapter discussed critically about the idea of a social currency and how the conversations that we engage in and the things that we say all are a currency in the social world. And so I'm pretty confident that a few of the big four companies rely heavily on this social currency. And so I'm curious as to your guys' ideas and thoughts as to what are the big four companies doing that makes you believe they are relying heavily on this idea of social currency. And then please back that up with some examples or theories. The second chapter discussed about triggers, and I could not help but remember about the habit loop and how the habit loop, consists of your cue, and then of your routine, and then of your outcome, and how triggers correlate heavily with the cue portion of the habit loop. So as future managers, we would want keystone habits to be formed in our companies, and hypothetically speaking, if we were a manager in the big four companies, we'd want the same thing. So this next question, you can take it one of two ways. First is to think of a keystone habit that you would think or would want one of these big four companies to incorporate, and then consider about the trigger that you would use to start off this keystone habit. And I'm curious to see what ideas you have, and I know some people are going to have really creative ideas too. If you want to incorporate a second idea into that, you could do something on more of a personal level. As I was reading the chapter, I had some ideas of, a healthier lifestyle and such, and maybe some of the triggers that I could use to, maintain a healthier lifestyle. So an example like that, if you wish to share, you can, but I would invite you to think of some triggers for some new habits you would want to incorporate into your life, and then to do so. And if you wish to share that, you can. So again, the three ideas I'm looking for is which of the big four companies rely heavily on the social currency idea, and then to back that up with some examples. Second idea is to describe a keystone habit that you would want one of the big four companies to incorporate if they haven't already, and then discuss the trigger that starts off that habit. And then the third idea is if you wish to share, you could share something more on a personal level of a new habit you are going to incorporate and some of the triggers you are going to have to start up your new habit. So I'm excited to hear from you guys. Thanks.